hello. Tell me something. How is S.H.I.E.L.D. getting along? Is she fitting in well with the rest of the unit? I thought as much. She was born into a prominent military bloodline. Rachel took her in after the death of her parents. At Magnolia Compass, she was put through viciously intense military training. She was constantly tested under extreme stress, and chastened for the smallest error. By the time I met her, she'd follow orders without pause. She was precise, almost mechanical. She and Julius were close in age. Perhaps that's why Rachel assigned her to act as his bodyguard. They never truly became friends, though. Maybe because those roles were foisted upon them. It's clear that S.H.I.E.L.D. thinks very highly of you. She seems to have begun taking herself a little less seriously since she arrived. It's nice to see her smile. Maybe it's the atmosphere Blood Unit has developed. Even Julius is more approachable than before. S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't really great with other people, but she seems like she's trying to change. Be nice to her. Thanks for taking the time to talk. I'll see you later.
My apologies, Vice Captain. I did not intend to take you away from your duties. I've been hoping for an opportunity to speak with you about this for some time. Blood is incredible. They are not only elite warriors, they are versatile, capable, and daring. To be honest, they are far more than I expected. They synchronize without effort, and are constantly aware of not only their own tactical situation, but each of their allies. They've come far. My point being that the level of strategic capability that they have shown far outstripes my own, far outstripes each of us individually. Vice Captain, I believe this to be the result of the relationships you've developed with us. To be honest, the way Blood interacts, I've begun to question all I've been taught as a soldier. Please do not misunderstand. It is not a bad feeling. In fact, it's... how can I put this? I don't quite know how to explain it. I'm sorry for all this. Vice Captain, there is something I wish to ask of you. Please, please be my friend. So, will you? I understand. I apologize. I've spent my life in training, yet still I'm not gifted when it comes to such things. Thank you. Vice Captain, thank you so much. My apologies. I know this is an uncommon way to go about it. I've always seen friendship from afar and wanted nothing more. A unit that doesn't rely on orders, but on each other. If I may be so bold, I have one more small request to make. May I tell others that you are my friend? I am so glad. You know, you're the first friend I've ever had. I cannot tell you how much this means to me. You make me feel so strong and brave. Maybe even enough to grow close to the others as well.
Psst. Are those two really sisters? They don't look much like sisters. Just saying.
Buying in bulk will ensure profit, Cujo. That's the end goal, not your petty research. Stop being a coward and grow a damn spine. Ah, well then. We'll continue this later.
We're glad you could finally make time to join us, Director Grimm.
What she means is, thank you for coming. We're sure you're busy.
Very, Doctor, very. Pardon me if I forego more idiotic pleasantries. Why are we moving my fortress to the Far East? I gave no such order.
Ah, you likely haven't met. This gentleman is Director Grimm, advisor to Fenrir HQ and commander of Friar.
You are beginning to try my patience, Rachel. Why don't you take after your sister a little more?
Do mind your manners before the director, Rachel.
Of course. We need to see Blood and Godark soldiers together in combat situations.
There are more than enough origami here. There's no need to travel to that madhouse. I won't put my operation at risk on some whim.
HQ does not simply grant approval to anyone who asks. They insisted on seeing the Godark soldiers in combat with various origami.
Ah, I see. Even so.
Miss Yuno makes her home at the Far East branch. She does command much influence with Fenrir. It would be wise to grant her some aid.
Very well. I allow this frivolous exercise. However, I want assurances that neither Blood nor the Godark soldiers shall take casualties.
None at all. I'd never dream of betraying your trust.
Very well. Submit your proposal. I care not. Dr. Leia, would you remain for a while? The rest of you may go.
Thank you.
Spineless. That goes for you, too.
Sir, what about the unmanned operations for Godark soldiers?
Not now, you fool. Leave me, Cujo.
Thank you for seeing the wisdom in our plan, Director. I do wish you would be kinder to my sweet little sister, though.
This morning already put me in a foul mood. I suppose her disobedience only frustrated me further. Oh, she's a contemptuous girl.
Of course, I understand. Is something else troubling you?
Oh, yes. It's just a boring paperwork problem. Something concerning the bulk order of artificial muscles for the Godark soldiers. HQ has begun to interfere. Again.
Are you still going on about that silly order? You shouldn't focus so much on the profit. Think of all the people that will benefit.
Oh, nonsense, girl. Such an investment must guarantee a substantial monetary return. And that, after all, is what drives Fenrir, is it not?
Well then, Director. It seems that some new arrangements must be made.
Agreed.